Never give up. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I want you to take a moment and think about a challenge you've faced in your life. Maybe it was something small, like learning a new skill, or something big, like overcoming heartbreak or loss. Whatever it was, think about how you felt in that moment. Did you feel like the weight of the world was on your shoulders? Did it feel like giving up would be the easiest way out? Now, I want you to imagine this. What if you had given up? What if you had stopped right there and never tried again? What would you have missed out on? You see, life isn't about the moments when everything goes smoothly. It's about the moments when everything feels impossible, and you decide to push forward anyway. 1. The power of perseverance. There's an old story about a man who was digging for gold. He worked tirelessly, day and night, for years. He dug and dug, believing with all his heart that there was treasure buried deep beneath the ground. But one day, he grew tired. He couldn't see the results of his efforts, and he gave up. What he didn't know was that he was just 3 feet away from striking gold. How many of us stop digging 3 feet from gold? How many times do we quit right before our breakthrough? Success isn't about how fast you get there or how perfect your journey is. It's about having the courage to keep going, even when you can't see the finish line. It's about trusting that every step, every struggle, every setback is getting you closer to where you're meant to be. 2. Failure is not the end. Let's talk about failure for a moment. We live in a world where failure is often seen as something to be ashamed of. But let me tell you this. Failure is not the opposite of success. Failure is a part of success. Think about Thomas Edison. He failed over 1,000 times before he finally invented the light bulb. When someone asked him how he felt about failing so many times, he replied, "I didn't fail 1,000 times. The light bulb was an invention with 1,000 steps." What if Edison had stopped at failure number 999? We'd still be sitting in the dark. Failure is not a reason to stop. It's a reason to learn, to adapt, and to grow. Each time you fall, you're not starting over. You're starting stronger, wiser, and more prepared than before. 3. Believe in yourself. Now, let's talk about belief. Belief in yourself is the foundation of never giving up. But let's be honest. It's hard to believe in yourself when the world seems to be against you. It's hard when people doubt you, when you doubt yourself, or when nothing seems to go your way. But let me ask you this. If you don't believe in yourself, who will? The most successful people in history weren't always the most talented, the smartest, or the most gifted. What they had was belief. Belief that their dreams were worth fighting for. Belief that they could overcome any obstacle. Belief that their hard work would pay off, even when no one else believed it. When you believe in yourself, you become unstoppable. You silence the doubts, the fears, and the critics. You light a fire inside yourself that no storm can extinguish. 4. The small steps matter. Sometimes the journey feels overwhelming. You look at how far you have to go, and it feels impossible. But here's the secret. You don't have to climb the mountain in one leap. You climb it one step at a time. Every small step you take matters. Every effort, no matter how small, adds up. It's like planting seeds. You don't see the flowers bloom overnight, but that doesn't mean they're not growing. The same is true for your dreams. When you feel stuck, don't focus on the entire mountain. Just focus on the next step. One step today, another step tomorrow, and before you know it, you'll look back and see how far you've come. 5. The stories that inspire us. Let me share a story with you. It's about a young woman named Wilma Rudolph. Wilma was born prematurely and faced serious health challenges as a child, including polio, which left her unable to walk without braces. Doctors told her she'd never walk again, let alone run. But Wilma refused to accept that as her reality. She worked tirelessly, day after day, strengthening her legs, pushing through pain and doubt. By the time she was a teenager, not only could she walk, she could run. And not just run, she became the fastest woman in the world, winning 3 gold medals at the Olympics. Wilma's story is a reminder that no matter how impossible something seems, determination and grit can defy the odds. 6. You are stronger than you think. In life, we all have moments when we feel like giving up. But let me remind you of something. You are stronger than you think. You've survived 100% of your hardest days. You've overcome challenges you thought you couldn't handle. You've proven to yourself, time and time again, that you have what it takes to keep going. When you feel like quitting, think about all the times you've overcome adversity. Let those moments remind you of your strength. Let them fuel you to keep moving forward. 7. The ripple effect of never giving up. When you choose not to give up, you're not just changing your own life, you're inspiring others. Your perseverance, your courage, and your determination become a beacon of hope for those around you. Think about the people who look up to you, your friends, your family, your children. Every time you push through a challenge, you're showing them what's possible. You're teaching them that no dream is too big and no obstacle is too great. Conclusion, the promise. Today, I want you to make a promise to yourself. Promise that no matter how hard it gets, you will never give up. Promise that you will believe in yourself, even when it feels like no one else does. Promise that you will keep moving forward, one step at a time, until you reach your dreams. The road ahead won't be easy, but I promise you this: it will be worth it. One day, when you look back on your journey, you'll see how far you've come. You'll see the battles you've fought, the mountains you've climbed, and the person you've become. And in that moment, you'll be so proud that you chose to keep going. So, my friends, when life gets tough, when the road feels endless, when the doubts creep in, remember these words: never give up. Thank you.